After you install Windows 8, you'll see the brand new user interface called the Start screen. And the Start screen has little tiles on it, and each tile corresponds to an application, a website, a folder, a playlist, or a person. Now each of these tiles can be moved by holding the left mouse button down and then pulling it, dragging it around. So you can reorder those any way that you want. You can also make them smaller by holding the right mouse button down and choosing smaller. So we'll talk about customization in another video. So the Monochrome apps are the apps that'll run all across the Windows 8 platforms. So if you have Windows 8 RT, if you have the full version of Windows 8, or the professional version of Windows 8, all of the apps will run on all of the devices. If you have a PC or a full version of Windows 8, you'll be able to run desktop apps. Or I'll refer to desktop apps as programs a lot as well. The desktop is still here. It's just behind the Start screen. So, and then we can, I'm going to roll the wheel on the mouse, and that'll show us some other tiles. Now, each one of these apps is in a tile. The tiles can be rearranged, and these tiles that are changing are called live tiles. Now, as you start configuring your computer, you'll see these other tiles will change. It'll show you your photos in a slideshow. It'll show you comments that your friends make on Facebook. It'll show you email messages coming in. It'll show you messages coming in. May show you what's going on Internet Explorer. You can use the camera if you're on a tablet, or if you have a camera connected to your computer, or a webcam. Videos will play your videos. Music, you can listen to audio. Games goes to Xbox. This is travel, so it's a live tile and it's showing us travel. This is Bing. It's a search engine. It's showing us what's popular right now. SkyDrive will allow us to sync to the internet, and it is hands down the coolest feature of this new operating system. If you have multiple computers and you use a Hotmail account to log in, it'll take all of your configuration settings and sync them up to the internet, and then when you go to a different computer, any computer, log in, it'll download all your settings to that computer. Now again, the person who owns the computer has to create an initial account for you, but once they create an initial account, everything will sync down to the computer that you're working on. So you can configure this at home and then go into the office, and everything will be configured the same way in the office. It's a super cool thing. Anyways, the monochrome images that you see, these are the apps that run in the Start menu. If we come over here and we move the mouse into this corner over here, it's going to pop out some things that you see on the screen. These are called charms. Settings allows us to make settings on the computer and to shut the computer down. We'll talk about all these in greater detail in future videos. Devices. Start. This will go back to the Start screen. Share. How to share information, web pages, things that we find on the internet, sharing them with our friends. And search. If I click on search here, and I'll just click off, this will show me the apps. These are all the apps, and we'll cover a lot of these in future videos that run in the Start screen. And if I scroll over here, these are the desktop apps. All of these run on the desktop. Okay, and we'll cover an awful lot of these as well. Now, if I want to take a desktop app and put it on my Start screen, I can right mouse button click on it and do a pin to start. You know, if I want to use the Paint program a lot, I can just pin to start. Now, when these programs run, they're going to run in the desktop. So to get back to the Start screen, I can come over here, all the way into the corner, and you'll see the little start screen icon pop up. Then we can click on that. We can also hold down the Windows key on the keyboard. Now that's the key that has the Windows logo on it, and it's between the Control and the alternate key. That'll get us back to the start screen. Or we can come over here in this corner, get the charms to come out, and choose the start screen from here. And then if we scroll over, you'll see the two desktop apps that I added to the start screen. Now when I click on these, it'll actually run in the desktop. Now the desktop looks exactly the same as it did before, with one difference. The start button is gone. There's no more start button. So how do we run a program? I'm going to kill the calculator there. We still have our taskbars, and we have programs on our taskbar, and these are Windows programs. But how do we run a program? We move down here again to this corner, and we get to all of our programs from the start screen. Okay, so desktop, another way to get to the desktop is to hold the Windows key down on the keyboard and type the D key. That'll take us to the desktop. And we can get to the start screen by going in the lower left-hand corner, coming over here to the lower right-hand corner, getting the charms to come out, and choosing it right there. Or we can hold the Windows key down on the keyboard. Okay, and we'll talk about all of these in greater detail in the future videos to come. But this new operating system is outstanding. Another thing you can do is how do you log out? You got to go up here to your photo, and we'll teach you other ways to log out. And you just click on your photo. We'll teach you how to set up your account, change your picture, and then we can lock the screen if we were going to be away, or we can sign out. After we sign out, we can change this starting screen, and we'll show you how to do that in future videos. But we just start typing in our password. And then we can log in. This little I will show us what the password is if we made a mistake. Now I'm logged back in again. The other thing that you might want to do is you might want to come down here and get your charms to come out again. And there are keyboard shortcuts and everything else. Let's go to Settings, and let's just shut down the computer. So we'll go to Power and Shut Down. Okay, thank you very much.